you know what's crazy? Like in New York, that was like the stuff of legend. Like even in Brooklyn, we was like, yo, you know that cat on that movie Clock? I was like, yo, they say he got that shit from like a picture he took in a photo, but we like, nah, you can't get a movie picture like that.
Right. No, what happened was because when I went with my cousin, I left out this part. Remember Woolworths?
Of course.
Okay, so Woolworths was like a 5 and dime spot.
Right.
And Woolworths, you could go into a booth and get
I remember. Yeah.
So between me and my cousin, we only had $4, and it cost $3 to get 3 pictures. So we walked all the way from uptown. Nothing was open because it was still early.
Yeah.
So we walked all the way down to next to King High School, right there on like 9th Avenue and like 68th Street, something like that. And as they were turning the key to open the shit, we went in there, and we only have $4. So what we did was say, okay, we get 3 pictures. So this is what we're gonna do. You go in first, then I'm gonna go in, and then we just gonna take the last one together.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we did. We put the $3 in, you know, very measured, like, okay, boom, and then sat in front of the shit, boof, and then ran out, and then we took the next one together. Boom. Those are our headshots. That was it. We didn't have no goddamn headshots. It wasn't like this. We had family photos. You know, with my grandmother.
You didn't know about headshots. You called them little papers.
Exactly. We had no shit about no headshots. So I went there, and when I went to the open casting call, they pulled me out of the line and said, you know, do you have any experience? Do you, you know, they said, where's your picture? I said, oh, yeah. They were like, hold on, man, let's get the Polaroid. You know, the Polaroid. Take this up to the stage. You know, write your name on the thing, fill out the stuff. And then that's how that happened.
So you were in line with a bunch of other actors.
And they had to be 1,000.
And they pulled you out the line.
Yeah, because what happened was Spike was looking for this lead, and he went to Philly. I think he went to Atlanta, LA, New York. There's a few places that he did this open casting call.
Right.
And so there was a lot of people, and they had it on the news. They had it on Hot 97, on WBLS, and all of that kind of shit.
107.5.
And so 107, and then the newspaper.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of people. And one of Robbie's casting associates, I think her name was Aisha Cooley, had pulled me to the side and just asked me some questions. And
wow.
You know, and then
that's crazy.
Let that be a lesson to you. What's for you is for you, man.
Yeah,
you in line with 1,000 people, no experience. They go, yo, that guy right there.
Yeah, let's just see what he's talking about.
What's for you, man.
You know what I mean? And then, but I had to be, you know, but I had to take it seriously. You know, once they told me, they gave me the sides. They gave me like, okay, here's this scene or 2 scenes. And so I'm 19 years old. None of my friends were actors.
Right.
So when me and my cousin were walking back home, back to Harlem, I'm reading while we're walking back home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so we met up with my man, Big Mike. Shouts to Big Mike. And Big Mike always had the trees.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Big Mike's, and he's from the Bronx. He was from like 160, like near Yankee Stadium.
Okay. And
he came down, met up with us, and we met in Central Park. And we rolling up and going over the lines. You know what I'm saying? And these were my acting coaches. My cousin and my man Big Mike. And so I'm going over the lines, I'm spitting, I'm going, okay, yo, so-and-so and so, blah, 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 blah. And my man Big Mike is rolling up, reading with me, going, now, hold on. You fucked that line up. That word is fucked up. You gotta say, you said the, it needs You messed up that whole shit. Let's start over. That's how I love it. That was my first foray into being directed. Was from Big Mike and Sly P.
Big Mike acting class.
Shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Big Mike.
So because it's in the park, in Central Park, smoking weed and going over the lines. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you need to do that again. Yeah, you fucked this whole part up. That's how it is. So by the time I went down to the auditions, I knew all the shit. You know what I mean? And my mom was looking at me like I was smoking because I would be in the shower going over the lines. And she'd be outside the bathroom like, who the fuck is this nigga talking to? Who's he talking to? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm going over these lines. But that's how I prepared for.
And I'm so glad you pointed that out, because I said what's for you is for you, and you said, nah, I still had to do the work. Like you still got to do the work. So I'm saying what's for you is for you, but you still got to do your part. The Most High gonna put you in a position, but it's like, all right, nigga, you got to do something too.
You got to do that.
You don't just get handed stuff. You still got to do your part.
It ain't a hookup.
I'm glad you said that.
It ain't a hookup.
I glossed over it. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, because people think, oh man, you got lucky. Yeah, there is a certain amount of luck of right time, right place, but luck is skill and opportunity meeting at a head.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have the opportunity, but do you have the skill set?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And unbeknownst to me, because of doing music, and I used to battle rap. So
really?
a lot of freestyle, a lot of freestyle, you know, just rapping on.
So you can retain
information, retain things, and be able to be present.
Right.
That I didn't know that I was preparing, unbeknownst to me, to be present in a scene. You know, because a lot of times actors fall into just reading the lines.
It sounds
or
like
just waiting to say their line, but not listening.
Right.
And not being present.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it taught me inadvertently. I didn't even know that that's what it was doing.
Yeah.
But it did it, and shit, now I was the lead in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what started my whole career.
That's crazy because we used to sit on the stoop in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, me and my brothers. And our thing was we would sit on the stoop, and the ritual, the routine, the job was anybody that walks past, we had to snap on them.
Had to snap on them, right.
So we was just, and I got a lot of brothers. So we was just out there, and then it became a thing where everybody in the neighborhood, like, yo, the Rock Brothers on the stoop.
Yeah.
So they would come to the block and just watch us snap, not knowing inadvertently we working that muscle to be able to just like, I can go on stage anytime right now. I can do it at any time.
Exactly.
Just like being present in the moment.
Right.
Somebody walk past, yo, look at this, yo, nigga's shirt looking like you.
Right. Looking like.
So now it's just like anytime I'm on stage, like, yo, look at Shorty's dress, yo, how you looking out?
Yeah. But and people don't realize some of the funniest cats is from around the way.
The funniest.
The cats that used to have
funniest.
literally on the floor, dying,
The
rolling
funniest.
around on the ground.
Yeah.
Was the cats from around the way. These were the most funny, witty, articulate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, whether they did something with it or not. Is
Right.
Yeah.
But these cats was funny, man. I mean, the
And
funniest
I
cats.
said this to them last week, and I will reiterate. The best talent scouts in the world was the hood niggas.
Yes.
Because they could see potential in you and they kept you out of trouble.
Kept you out of the bullshit.
Because they knew, yo, you got
better than
like,
this.
yo, you chill.
Yeah.
Like I would try to be with the shits back in the day.
Right.
Yo, Tone, chill.
So
they was the best talent scouts in the world.
Yeah.
So basically, if they had recruited you into the gang, they saw no future in you.
Right.
Like, yo, he can do some time. He can do some
going
time.
nowhere with this.
They were like, yo, Tone, get the fuck out of here, yo. Yo, your mom's will kill me. Get out of here.
Exactly.
But they knew they saw something that was like,
especially cats that play ball too.
Yes,
especially in the
athletes.
You know what I mean? If you play ball, if you were on Riverside or Gauchos or any of the
Gauchos.
teams,
If you was Gauchos, you was out of here.
You was out of here.
Yeah.
And if you played at the Rucker.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Or Dykeman.
Or Dykeman.
Yeah.
Or Dykeman. I used to be up there all the time. 200th Street. Shouts to Dykeman. I got mad people up there. But yeah, when you uptown, you uptown.
Yeah.
You know, but New Yorkers, you know, it's funny because we so intertwined in our dialect and in the way that we talk. You know, you have differences. You got your differences in the Bronx to Brooklyn to Staten Island to Queens and all that. But we kind of just all New Yorkers. You know?
Right.
He asked me earlier when we came in, he said, yo, you know Mekhi? I said, I know him on some New York shit. Like, all the cats that was working towards a thing kind of all crossed paths with cats. Like, so we knew the ball players.
Yes.
They knew the actors. We knew the boxers. They knew the rappers. We all knew all the dudes that was trying to get it legally kind of always crossed paths and knew each other and kind of supported each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?